All right, folks, welcome everybody. This topic today will be Nagios deployment in Spain. Please welcome Paloma Galan, Nagios Community Leader, Spain. Give her a big round of applause.
If there are in this room a business owner or manager, you are lucky because I come to tell a good business opportunity. Spanish is a different. My nationality is French, but I love Spain and I live in Spain all my life. But I admit our default in the system and the monitoring of application. First, this is my presentation, more than 10 years in IT activity and technical position, 4 years in management, in project management. Spain doesn't know that to be successful in business, you need a good monitoring, and also it's very necessary a good testing in application. We lack begin other countries like French, UK, for example. 4 years ago, we had a bad habit in Spain. All IT company had IT methodology. Was very necessary because in Spain there are a famous organization. His name is AENOR. It's a special organization to certificate all the system or all the application of the companies, of the big companies. To give AENOR this certification, you must step some activity and some sample and some report of your system, of your capacity of your system, of design of your system, or security of your system. This new situation and this need for the company was a good moment for the people that work with monitoring application. Was a change, but it's a change very slowly, but it's a change sure. There are a problem, and perhaps I feel that for you, perhaps it's a history, it's a talk of a history, because the problem that I am talking, I am sure that in this moment, and in your company or in your city, you haven't this problem. But it's very, very easy when I say visit a customer. It's different, the customer of a technician, a bank, a hospital is different. But the problem is the same. When you say a customer, Miguel, Frank, Peter, you need a test in your system, or you need monitoring your system, because if you don't monitor in your system, you lose money. The answer is the same, no problem. If, for example, I need a server with 3 cores, no problem. I can buy a server with 8, 9, 10 cores. It's impossible that I haven't a problem with my server or my system, and it's not the solution. We need to change the mentality of our managers or our financial manager or system manager. This week is a special week for Spain because my president, Mariano Rajoy, came to visit Obama to ask for the possibility of a rescue. For example, I come to visit Aedan to the same, because I think that Spain needs a rescue in IT system and a new solution, because it's not normal that in Spain this year we begin to use, for example, Nagios in mobile, and in other countries, there are, for example, new companies that work with Nagios in cloud computing and other systems. For example, but in Spain, there are a lot of something very, very good. For example, we are the champions in the football. We're the champions. We have the Real Madrid and Football Club Barcelona. Is the best. And we have to Nadal. He's ill, but it's Spain. Excuse me, it's a problem. In Spain, there is a problem that is very normal that we associated that there is a good job or that something is right if you associate it with a trademark. For example, in Spain, is CompuWare, is very good, is the best company to monitoring. For example, HP is the best because there are new good marketing, aggressive marketing. For example, if there are some customer like information, the CompuWare consultant go to the company, and there are 3-4 people with good presence and all this facility, and the presentation are formidable. But the problem is, and it's true, is CompuWare in the Gartner charter is the first with open technology. And other company, for example, SEA technology. What is the difference between Nagios and other company? When I prepare this talk, I am studying all the website of the other company because I don't understand, like, it's possible that CompuWare has a good market in Spain. Why, for example, IBM has a good market and Nagios no. What is the problem? If I compare the website, it's not problem of our marketing because our website is very good and it's a good okay. If possibility of the monitoring, no, because all the possibility of monitoring, monitoring end-to-end, monitoring application, monitoring database, monitoring VMware, Nagios also has this possibility. What's the matter? For me, I think that there are 4 situations that is the answer, because there are other companies like CompuWare, SEA, HP. First, the marketing. The marketing is formidable when you call IBM or CompuWare. Is all the facility to answer your question. You can go to the office of CompuWare. You can visit his installation. The consult do a demo for you, special for you, with your specialty. If you work in a bank, the demo is a relationship in a bank. Other problem for Spain and for Spanish is the assistance. 5 years ago, I have worked in Atos International. It's a big company, and we have done the first installation of Nagios by a very important customer for us. It's a Wolters Kluwer, it's a famous customer of Layer, But the problem is that the system, the technician assistant, is not inside. If I want assistant, I will telephone at Germany, because in Spain there isn't any partner that can give me assistant. It's a problem. It's true that in Spain has a very problem to speak English. For me, it's a problem when I began to project manager. One day I have a problem with my installation in Nagios, and the other no. Only I can to telephone by the assistant and explain my situation. The normal, if I have 3-4 technicians, and the technician has more information and knowledge of Nagios, it's normal that talk the technician. I go to the toilets, and when I arrive to my bedroom of the team, no technician, because 5 persons haven't spoken in English. It's a problem. Another problem for the open source tooling is in Spain. Spain is a Windows country or an Apple country. For us, it's very easy. All the thing that is next. And if there are a screenshot and we can do next, is formidable. The problem is when it's no next, and I have to programming something. For example, Ubuntu, Nagios, MySQL, TestLink. For Spanish is similar a alien. It's very alien, the person that use. If you can use Windows or Oracle or other things, for example, Load Runner is more easy. Why do you use MySQL? It's very difficult. A good monitoring saved the company a lot of money, but in this moment, we lost a lot of money. But a lot of money. I have worked in a bank, I have worked in a technician office, I have worked in a big newspaper. And yes, okay, Paloma, do you want to use Nagios? No problem. Okay, but only for the disk memory system or file system monitoring. By the very important monitoring, no, because Nagios has a technician assistant. HP, for example, business available agent or CompuWare with Gomez. It's true that I think that Gomez, do you know Gomez of CompuWare? Yes? For me, it's a very good idea. For example, I am working in a bank, in the financial market, in a bank in Vancouver, and I am doing testing of an application, and this application is, for example, in USA, in Spain, in Argentina, and Gomez is a very good application because you can use some computer, 3 or 4 computers that there are in USA, and you can program your test in Madrid. And you can have the response time like you are in Argentina or USA. It's more interesting, but it's more cheap. For me, Perhaps it's a special idea, or perhaps it's not a good idea. But I think that it's very, very important that, okay, it's very, very good. There are developers that they are doing plugin. It's very good that other developers work with the kernel. It's very good. But in this sector, in the IT system, if there isn't two parts, the first, a project manager, and before developers, is not good. For me, the secret to have a good monitoring is the design. The design. They have to design which is need to monitor, as will be monitored, and if we do miss a warning. Most people, in the early years, only the hardware monitoring, forgetting the business layer. It's a problem. In Spain, now it's a problem. Because, okay, we need monitoring all the CPU, disk, memory, file system. Perfect. It's perfect. Because also, because we buy a server bigger than we need. And the problem is when the client or the client call me, Paloma, my website is down. What's the matter? It's down, sorry. And the problem is because I haven't monitoring business end-to-end. And my manager or another manager or another company think that it's not possible with Nagios doing monitoring business end-to-end. And I said that, yes, it's possible. But the problem is it's necessary to have a knowledge, a special knowledge. It's necessary to have a programming. ¿Se dice programar? Programming? It's a programming. The problem is that here in the university, in the first year or second year, it's very normal that the student programming in a lot of language. In Spain, no. In Spain, one first year no, second year no, 3 years no. Finally, you're a student, no programming. In Spain, all the thing is there are documentation and copy-paste. We are the best in the copy-paste. If you need a worker for some work, Spanish, copy-paste is the best. Spanish is a country of Windows and now of Apple. Apple is, I don't say in English, but in Spanish is, das una patada a una piedra y sale un Apple. Es Apple por todos los lados. Also Android, because it's a fashion. It's very, very fashion to have a laptop with Android. I don't know like it's Android. I don't know the possibility of Android, but it's very fashion that if I go to my friends, no, it's Android 4. 4 is a special Android. It's very, very good. At first, companies only use a basic. Is I say that CPU, memory, disk. Also has is a very, very important for the company technician support. And there is a problem because in Spain, how can I understand that if it's free, why the technician assistant is necessary to pay? It's free. There are a problem with the concept of the open source, free, and okay, it's free, but it's free the core, but it's not free the other work relationship with the core. Thanks to internet forums, administrators, began to look more information about this tool. But the problem is the same. For the preparation of this talk, I love so much LinkedIn. Do you know LinkedIn? Oh, for me, it's formidable. All the day I am in LinkedIn with visit possibility. And for the preparation of this talk, make contact between my LinkedIn contacts as surveyed, and I wanted their opinion of the monitoring, because perhaps my idea is not good. The survey was conducted between my 2,000 contact approximately. For me, the first conclusion is mine. The problem in Spain that is not a good professional, okay, that has the knowledge for the monitoring application, monitoring system. Okay, if, for example, administrator of a database know a lot of database, administrator of system, of a Linux system, okay, is good, is very good in administration, but he hasn't the global vision necessary to monitoring, because you need monitoring in global, not only database, not only a Linux system. No, you need monitoring the beginning of your system. If the beginning of your system is, for example, a firewall, and the end your system, that is, for example, the response times of your client. Spanish people think there is not this conclusion there are of the survey. Spanish people think that there is not enough documentation and there should be more in Spanish. For me, no. Okay, it's true, it's not more documentation in Spanish, but we are in a global world. In the English is a global world. If I have a problem with my English, it's my problem, not the problem of other companies of the other countries. If there are friends that say me, oh, Paloma, formidable, great. You are now the community leader in Spanish. You translate all the information to Spanish. No, because I haven't time. Before, my English step by step is better, but no, you must learn English. You can help you give information or give special information where you can learn of Nagios or other application tool. Great flexibility to custom report. This is a problem, a very good problem. Excuse me. In Spain, is different, the relationship in the team, like here. Here is more friendly. For example, yesterday, this morning, I am looking the relationship of Ethan with his employer, and it's very serious, but it's a good relation. In Spain, no. If you go to visit my manager, and if my manager has the same report to a system in Word with 3 pages, with the name of the technician that has an incident, He wants the same. For him, it's the same if it's a new monitoring application or new monitoring application. They won't change the mentality. They have the same. The negative point is that we have problems of configuration. But this problem is by English, because there are a lot of documentation that explain the configuration and the possibility configuration of Nagios. But the problem is, if don't learn in English, it's a problem. In the next year, I would like to say we made progress, but the reality is we're still behind countries like French, Germany, or UK with free software monitoring companies. Now I want a special survey of this situation, because a problem with the organization of the slide. This is the utilization of Spanish software the last year. In Spain, there is a special organization. His name is Cenatic. It's a public organization. When do you learn? Do you has a relationship with other organizations? And this is a survey. You can browser. You can see, excuse me, my Nagios is very bad for me. It's normal that we use in browser a lot of browser of OpenOffice. It's very normal. Firefox, for example, is very normal. OpenOffice is also normal, because in the public administration is need use OpenOffice, because the license is very very expensive. But for me, the problem is that other application is very little. If we compare with French, with Germany, the number is very, very big than other applications. In the graph of that other countries, in other applications, there are name of Nagios, name of Bacula, name of other application. It's a problem. Linux Enterprise or Linux Company. Spain is the last. Before French, Italy, and UK. But the problem is that we study the company that's now in Spain is the middle of this graph. Because in Spain it's more easy to do or to have an enterprise. It's very easy to buy a website, to buy a name for the company. But finally, I have an enterprise. No, excuse me. An enterprise is very important to have a website. It's very, very important if you want to have a Twitter, but it's need we work in your product. If you don't work in your product, you haven't enterprise or haven't company. This is the user Nagios experience. Also, Spain is the last. Italy, in this graph, is the last of Spain, but I believe that is an error by my experience and by my contacts. this is Spanish community. For me, it's very, very important introduce new products of Nagios. In Spain, if you speak about Nagios Fusion, excuse me, Nagios what? If, for example, you say that there are other products for Nagios, or there are a commercial Nagios, no. If Nagios is open, it's open free, it's free. Other than my intention for this year and the next year is help with the problem of Nagios user, providing information to be independent. No give the information, no give the solution, because Spanish like when I said, I have a problem, I don't know configure this firewall, no problem, give the step to configure this firewall. In Spain, there are a special word that es más importante tener el teléfono de quien lo sabe que saberlo. Es un refrán que a veces da problemas. Try that user understand that the protect our system have to be a team. It's necessary the team, developers, tester, administration, project manager, and security manager. Because now I am working in a bank, and all my days in my work, today, in this morning, I have a 3-call conference because it's like a different company or a different team, because the security team has a procurement, has a step, has his work or his special work. But his work can be a problem for example, the system administrator. And if they are, or we are also working of the same bank, it's not normal that they have this problem. It's necessary to be a team for our system. Do you have a question? Anyone who dare to evangelize in Spain? It's a good opportunity. It's a good opportunity. And Spain is very good. Sun don't rain. It's evangelize. Other problem that is, for example, Nagios certification. My friends don't understand because it's necessary Nagios certification. But it's free. It's free. And I must pay to a certification, a tool free. I prefer to pay for the HP certification. I know we need help to change this mentality. Ethan, when I begin this talk, I am very nervous, but I say that this week is very important for Spain. Mariano Rajoy, my president, go to Nueva York to visit Obama because he needs information, he needs help for the rescue to Spain that you read in the newspaper. I come here because I visit other presidents, because I need help to Spanish and Spain understand that the open source is the future, is now and is the future, and is need more information, more marketing for this. Vale.
Actually, just not so much a question, but I'd like to thank you, Paloma, for volunteering to run the site in Spain and to take up at least being out there and starting to run some of the advocacy stuff. A lot of people say, hey, we need to be more out there, but unless somebody steps up and runs the website and wants to be the one to come out and go to conferences, it doesn't happen. And I agree that in open source software, like Nagios, I mean, it was free. There was no commercial solution, not even commercial services for many years. I mean, there wasn't even commercial consulting that you could get from Nagios Enterprises for, 10 years. It takes a long time to change perception out there. So I know there's a lot of work to do, but we have Rodrigo Faria as well from Brazil. So the three of us certainly can talk later about things we can do. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for your work in Spain. So we appreciate it.
It's very, very good, very little my work. I want to do a lot of work because I believe that Nagios, no Nagios like a product if the methodology of the philosophy of Nagios, of the enterprise, is very good for us and for my country. It's very important and is my intention. The other day when I prepared, because this is my first talk, and my first talk in English, in USA, and I read a lot of information. I read all the page of Nagios in the Google, and for me, do you know any Spanish developer involved in Nagios in this moment? I do the same question, for example, of the German developer. There are a lot of names, because in Spain, developer is only in the monitor chain, in the Nagios chain, in the website Nagios chain, a name, Ángel Ferraz Rodríguez. It's true that you write Spanish. There are 3 other names, but it's Mexican, Argentine, and other I don't remember. Now I want to talk about some implementation very, very important in Nagios. The public government or the public administration or the public hospital is very normal that use Nagios because it's official. It's official because when you do the RFP, the request for proposal is the request, is need to do a open source. For example, in other case, no, like it's in a bank, it's a hospital, and this hospital is very, very important because they use Nagios, but for example, they use other open source tool. Other IT system is with open source tool, and the methodology and the work methodology is relation with open source. Vocento, now we talk. Vodafone. I must quickly. And Sangar. Vocento is one of the leading multimedia groups in Spain, thanks to the power of its brand, which have a presence in all areas of information. When I have begun this project, the goal we scored was to monitor the whole process for the journalist delivers the news until the newspaper leaves in a car. There was not pre or integrate environment where it could be proved. Only that we must do in production, and in the production of the newspaper is a problem. The machines could not easily start, so the plugin should work for us at first. If an alert monitoring did not jump and the newspaper came out later, then the scheduled time, they penalize us. Very, a lot of money. We were working more than 6 months and have a stable system. Cantabria, the government of Cantabria wanted a monitoring database, VMware, application, operation system. The database is all the database possible, the status table space, the result of queries, number of connection established in the database, in VMware, disk, memory, snapshot, the application, status notice, status change, disponibility. But here, the business monitoring end-to-end hasn't. And this is a big problem. Or for me, it's a problem. I am testing in BVA, in the Bancomer. It's a bank when I am working. I am the test manager, and all the problems that there are in the application is with the business and the response time of the client. I am very quickly by the time. The rest of this project, they have worked with a suite of HP always. His mentality is HP is the wood, and all the thing is not wood. They want to use internal development, but internal development that is very good relationship with the suite of HP, but is not good with our other application. They have to show that monitoring have to be accompanied by an action, because all my managers is, I pay a good application. I pay a very expensive good monitoring application, no problem. If, for example, the website down, the application now was the matter and was the solution. No. The application say only, Paloma, your website is down. Paloma must be an action, or the technician must be an action in the moment, or the next year, or something. And finally is my preferred case, because Sangar is one of the world leading software and technology service, financial service. This is a special implementation because in the other implementation, Vocento, Cantabria, we use the protocol, the normal protocol. Here there is a special protocol like a financial information exchange. It's a special protocol for the market in the bank. One moment. This application, or the monitoring, the Nagios monitoring that I am doing for Sangar, is for monitoring the application when a trader works all the day. A trader is a person or entity in financial who buy and sell financial instruments, for example, stock, bonds, commodity, derivative, and it's very necessary, no change, no problem, because one error in a middle of the second has a very problem of very loss of money. We use Nagios, and we use Nagios 3, and also we use NACBIS for the for the manager presentation. Is two presentations here. We can see of the bank, other financial, for example, Bloomberg, of the routers, the gateways, and also we have a special API to connect all the bank that work with Sangha. And we have a technician information for the technician that in the bank. All the morning, the manager receives a mail with the situation and with the incident. The next step that we need is to integrate the incident management and the Nagios management, because now we lost, it's not good to say that I lost a lot of time, but I lost time because I see an incident in the Nagios, and before, if I go to Jira or I go to Remedy to put the incident for go other team, it's a lot of time for us. And finally, because I haven't time.
Thank you, Paloma. Does anyone have any quick questions? Do you have a quick?
It's not necessary, eh? No necessary.
No, just
No.
just a thing for integrating
Spanish, please. Es muy cansada.
for integrating Nagios with Jira, for example. There is a plugin, Nagios for Jira, that you can use, and also there is a tool that you're presenting for integrating. I don't know, remember the name? No, for integrating.
Incident manager.
Yeah, that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the problem, Fernando, is if in Spain the customer, the technician, know only Nagios Core, for them it's impossible to think in this moment that there are other applications or other plugins. I need evangelize of the Nagios, because if there isn't this evangelize, it's better that Nagios Enterprise think in other country, because in Spain the solution or in Spain for to do a better situation is necessary information, evangelize, and also marketing, a lot of marketing. A lot of marketing for the technician know the activity of this enterprise. Okay, no more question?
Well, Paloma, it sounds like you would like to be, or you'd be willing to be Nagios Spain and help change or make people aware of different products, maybe? I mean, at least you're there, or you'd be interested in doing that?
Excuse me, I am very tired. I don't understand.
Oh, we'll talk
Fernando can
later. We'll
translate.
talk later. Don't worry about it.
No,
Thank you.
Fernando can. Ah, yes.
All right.
And I'm free.
Thanks.
I'm free, no problem.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Paloma. Thank you very much.